In this yard, if you remember the last time I was here, this big hive right here in the back is the one that had swarm cells. And so I gave a swarm cell to this hive and this hive up here on the pallet that was kind of a grumpy hive. So those 3 hives I'm hoping have queens now. And then this other hive in the back here was the hive I was going to make my cell builder. When I got into it, it was queenless and looked like it had swarmed on me. So I'm going to check it. So I've got 4 hives here that I need to check and see if they've got queens. The other hives I just need to check and see if they've got enough room, if they're ready for a honey super or what's going on with them. Hopefully they're ready for some honey supers. Looking at the hives cell builder that I made, it was bringing in the nectar. So I think our nectar flow has finally started. We finally warmed up. Today is supposed to be 97 and we're supposed to hit 100 tomorrow. And we were 52 this morning at my house, which means that's about a 45 to 50 degree temperature swing in one day. And that's just the way it is around here. It feels like a 3-year-old's playing with the thermostat, just up and down and up and down. And every afternoon we get wind, but it's what it is, so we're gonna deal with it. We're gonna start with this little hive here and see if we've got a queen. Not seeing much up here in the top. This is full of nectar. That one's full. Might need to give them a box if they've got a queen. This is all full of nectar. Fresh nectar. So far nothing there. Okay, time to go down a box. Didn't think there would be much there. There's more nectar there than I thought there would be. So I've got some bees here. Hopefully they've got a queen. Having my doubts. Nothing. I'm having my doubts. Oh, maybe so. I can see an egg in a couple of these. Oh, I'm seeing eggs. Single eggs. That's a good sign. Now let's see if we can find a queen. Well, I've got capped brood. And I've got larvae. Oh, here she is. Brand new queen. Let's see if I can pick her up and mark her. There she is. Brand new queen this year. So she gets green. Well, that's good news for this hive. Looks like they've got a decent population of bees down below. Let's see what she's done. She's got that laid up with brood. Pretty good brood pattern on her. All right. She's got one. There's another good brood pattern. Here's a queen cup. There's nothing in them. Looks like you can see right here is where I notched this frame, hoping they would raise a queen there, and they didn't. And here on the other side is where I notched as well. They must have raised the queen wherever they wanted, which they do. All right. Good to see that we've got a queen, and I can see down the bottom. But I am going to give them a queen excluder. I'm not going to give them a honey super quite yet. This box hasn't got very much in it. And the bottom doesn't have too much. I'd like them a little bit snugger than this. So the next time I come back, this hive though will get a queen, get some honey supers put on. Now here's my hive that swarmed on me, and I don't know what I'm going to find here. Just want to peek up here in this box and see if they're storing anything. There's some fresh nectar there. Yep, they're bringing in fresh nectar. Finally, being pretty calm. I'm hoping that's a good sign. Well, there's a frame of capped brood. I think this might be the frame I gave them, just to see if they were queenless. Oh, maybe not. I've got eggs and larvae out here. We've got a queen somewhere, and she's not got a bad brood pattern either. Now, this is the frame that I actually gave them and notched. This is where I notched the frame right there. So we're looking for an unmarked queen. And over here's the other place I notched. They didn't. Right here and right here. They didn't seem to build queen cells in those spots, so they must have felt like they were already queen right. Alright, let's see if we can find her and get her marked. Again, not a bad brood pattern on her. That's what happens with new queens. Okay, she must be down in the bottom box. I'd like to get her marked before this hive gets any bigger. She's unlikely to be on this frame. Oh, but she is on this frame. She's right here. Big fat queen. Big green dot for her. She's a good looking queen. There she goes. 2 for 2. Now this is the hive that was wanting to swarm on me. A little cluster of bees right here. These outside frames look like they're empty. Okay, this isn't looking too promising. They filled this with nectar. They've got queen cups at the bottom, but nothing in them. Here's a big queen cell, but look, it's torn out from the side. So maybe they had a queen. No brood in this box. All nectar. And not many bees in this box. This isn't looking good. I can see a couple of cells here with some eggs in them. Seems to only be one egg in the cell. Well, there's a queen. She's right here. I think she's just started laying. She's got eggs on this side. Let's get her marked. She's going to be one of these that wants to hide down in the groove. Here she comes. Oh, missed her. Oh, I've heard of this happening. See the queen? She acts like she's fainted, and I didn't damage her. I didn't squish her. She's fainted. She acts like she's dead, but she's not. I didn't squish her. She's fine. Oh look, now she's coming back to life. She's waking up again. I've heard of queens fainting, but I don't think I've ever seen one. She's there. She's just starting to lay. She's not as far along as these other ones are, but she must have taken longer to get mated. Give her this brood box back. Queen excluder to keep her down there. But she doesn't need 2 extra boxes. She's not got enough brood. So I'm going to take those 2 extra boxes away, and we'll add about probably next time I come back. This will be another one that'll be ready for a honey super. Okay, went through all the rest of these hives. Everything's looking pretty good, except for this one. This one that was on the pallet in the middle, that was my grumpy hive. It's gone laying worker on me, so they didn't successfully raise a queen from the queen cell I gave them. And at this point, I don't think I want to really mess with it too much, so I think I'm just going to shake these bees out on the ground. I'll probably go over here ways and just shake them out, and I'll just completely remove the hive and just take it away. And the bees will they'll figure it out. They'll beg their way into one of these other hives, and it'll all be good. But that's what's happening. So out of the 4 hives that I had that were queenless, 3 of them successfully raised a queen and are looking good, and 1 did not. And that's just the way it goes.